What's up, guys? It's Sam here with Stolt Fitness, and I wanted to show you the windshield wipers. And this is a modified windshield wiper. So a windshield wiper is for your core. It's a lot of your rectus abdominis, your abs, as well as your obliques. And how you do this, you generally are going to get onto something like a pull-up bar, hang, raise your legs up, and you're going to rotate them back and forth like this. Now, this is a modified version that you can do at home. It makes the exercise a little bit easier so that more people can do it. But it's still excellent exercise for your abs as well as your obliques. So how you do this is we're actually going to lay on the ground and we are going to do exactly the same motion, except for we're just going to do it with our knees. We're just going to rotate back and forth. And the key to making this very effective is that you're going to, instead of doing a motion, so instead of going back and forth in a straight line like this, what we're actually, and you say your hips are right here where my wrists are. Instead of going back and forth in a straight line like this, what we're actually going to do is we're going to come up at an arc and then come back down. So what this arcing motion, what we're doing back and forth, is actually, and it'll probably be much easier to see when you actually watch me doing it, but what that actually does is helps bring in your actual abs. So rotating back and forth is going to be great for your obliques, but now by rotating your pelvis off the ground just slightly on the way back, that brings in your abs, and that's what's going to make it so much more effective. Now, like any exercise that we do, we want to make sure that we have good form in this so you don't hurt yourself. Also, you want to make sure that the entire range of motion is under control. So don't just flip-flop your legs back and forth. Keep that under control, the entire range. So starting from I know the top is easy to keep under control because that's not hard. But once you get into the side, that's where it gets more difficult. So keep it nice and not necessarily slow, but keep it controlled. If you're going to keep it slow, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing. It's going to increase your time under tension, which is what you want because that's what's going to help you get the results you want. Also, keeping a very controlled motion is going to reduce your risk of injury, and anybody who's had an injury knows how much they suck. So, without further ado, let me show you how they look. Alright, now when you do this, you can do this at home on your carpet and just put your hands underneath the edge of your sofa. You can grab somebody's ankles when you do this. You can do it in multiple different ways, but this is going to make it a little bit easier than doing it hanging because when you're hanging, you bring in many other muscles that you're not trying to work on. So the only thing we're trying to work on is your core, your abs and your obliques in this exercise. So by reducing the muscles you use, you can focus more on what you're actually trying to work on. When you're holding yourself up on a pull-up bar, you're bringing in your arms, your grip strength, your back, many other muscles. With this modification, you're focusing more on just your core. So I have this set up here. I'm just going to use this for stability. We're going to start on one side. Now we come up, and as you can see, my pelvis comes off the ground right here at the top, and then it goes back down. And as you notice, very controlled range of motion. I'm not flip-flopping back and forth. And if you notice these tend to get easy, then all you have to do is put a weight between your ankles. And then it starts to get more difficult. Keeping the same controlled motion, just keep the weight between your ankles or your knees and rotate back and forth. This is going to make it harder. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. You hope you found it helpful. If so, then press that thumbs up button. If you know somebody else who is trying to work on their core strength, share this video with them. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Otherwise, press that subscribe button to watch other videos like this in the future. And I will see you on the other side.